Welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. And on today's episode, we're going to take a look at Kentucky's annual blue and white game. This is what I've been waiting for, actually, because I don't really get too much out of Blue Madness. I mean, it's fun. Like if you've never been, you should go at least once in your lifetime if you're a Kentucky fan. You get to just enjoy the festivities and get a feel for the atmosphere, get to see a little glimpse of some of the players' personalities. But as far as basketball is concerned, it's kind of hard to really evaluate it because it's kind of like an all-star game. Like guys is trying to show off, they trying to dunk and different things like that. They have a little three-point contest or whatever, dunk contest, but they really just trying not to get injured, right? And we already have enough injuries on the team as it is. Both of our main big men up until we got Big Z, our 7-footers were injured. So we was probably going to have to go small ball if we didn't get Big Z. But he got on campus late, so we really don't know what his progress is as of right now. Hopefully he's picking things up fast and he'll be ready by the time the season starts. Or hopefully, Ugana or Aaron Bradshaw will be back as well. But the blue and white game is what I always look forward to because it kind of gives me a better feel of what these guys can really do. So, yeah, we're going to just take a quick look at that. And also, we shout out to Kentucky. We picked up a Boogie Flan. And I'm probably going to do a video on him in the future. I'm going to try to find some clips and then we'll do a breakdown of him. But for right now, let's get into this blue and white game and see what we think about these guys. And initially, one of the things that I've always liked about this team is that I just feel like they're going to have so many guys that can handle the ball. We're not going to have to just catch it and wait for one specific person to get the ball and be able to break it, get it up the court, break people down. Like last year, we had to rely a lot on Casey Wallace and Severe Wheeler. They kind of seemed like two of the only guys that could really get the ball up court consistently. And Casey was dealing with back injuries. And Severe had a couple little moments where he was dealing with turnovers. So things could get a little dicey last year. But this year, like I said, we got Reed Shepherd bringing the ball up court. We got Rob Dillingham, who's capable of playing point guard or shooting guard. We got Adu Thero that could get the ball up court. He played a little bit of guard last year when we was in foul trouble, but he's capable. Reeves is better at it this year. He looks more comfortable handling the ball than he did last year, so he can help. And then obviously we got DJ Wagner, who another guy that could probably play both positions on and off the ball. So I just like that. I feel like we got a lot of options where as soon as we get rebounds, we can get it to one of these guys because I'm assuming, and even Justin Edwards as well, I'm assuming 2 or 3 of them are going to be on the court at all times together. So we should have so many options of guys that can lead the break, and hopefully the bigs will run, and we either going to get threes or we're going to get alley-oops. That's what I want to see. But I just like to, how that started off like that. And I think Jordan Burke, with us having injuries to start the season off, if Ugana and Bradshaw can't get healthy quick enough, Jordan Burke is going to get a lot of run. So I hope that he's staying ready. Hope that, he's focused and working hard because we probably going to have to depend on him and Big Z. Because pretty much we got Big Z and Mitchell that I know are healthy as of right now. So Jordan Burke's going to have to help us a lot. And shout out to my guy, Rob Dillingham, man. Rob went off. I think he ended up with like 40 points. And Rob is one of those guys that could be the X factor, man, along with Reed Shepherd as he hit the 3, man. Those two guys, I feel like, are going to have capability to do some big numbers for different reasons. I think Reed Shepherd is going to be the guy that when they scout Kentucky, they're going to sleep on Reed. they're gonna feel like he's the guy that they might not have to pay as much attention to, and he can just kind of be that guy, that silent assassin that just float around on the court, be in the right spot at the right time, and just make plays. Can attack the basket decently. He's deceptively athletic and can shoot. So I think he's going to be a guy that can just going to have opportunities to get a lot of easy basket each night. And Rob Dillingham just has natural scoring ability. Like, he seems like I don't want to say he's a great shooter. I say he's a great scorer. He just seemed like one of those guys that he can get hot and can just score all over the court. Like, he can take people off the dribble. He's probably one of the best ball handlers in America. And he can score, finish at the rim, left hand, right hand. He can play above the rim, dunk, and shoot. So I feel like he's going to have a few games where he's going to explode and do big numbers. So I liked what I seen out of Rob. And Reeves just looks so much more comfortable than he did last year. Last year he kind of struggled a little bit initially, but this year he looks like what I thought he was going to be last year. It just took him a little while, but this year he just looks so much more confident. Just looks so much more sure when he catches the ball, like he already knows what he's going to do. He knows what spots he needs to get to, and he knows exactly what he's going to do when he gets the ball. So I think Reeves is going to probably lead the team in scoring, and I don't see no reason why he shouldn't average 20 points a game. He's probably going to get a lot of nice looks. So I can't wait to see him elevate his game. They picked him, I think he was third team preseason SEC or something like that, which I wouldn't be surprised if he plays well enough to make first team. Because I think he's going to average an easy 20 points. I can see him hitting 3 or 4 threes every night. I can just see him. He's probably going to be our most consistent scorer. But I like how he just moves more confident. He's just more fluid. So I'm definitely anticipating him stepping his game up a lot more than he did last year. And then to talk about DJ Wagner, I just kind of feel like DJ Wagner is just a dog, man. Like, he just seemed like one of those guys that's going to be confident no matter who he's playing against. He's going to be competitive. He's going to be, just trying to win. He's going to be fighting. I like how I feel like this team is filled with guys that are just confident and ready to fight. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like John Wall's team with Cousins and Bledsoe, Patterson, and the rest of them guys. Just seem like all competitive people, like guys that feel like when they step on the court, they're as good as any competition they're going to see all year. And they're going to be ready to play, ready to fight, ready to do whatever they got to do to get the W for Kentucky. So, like I said, man, I'm just excited to see what these guys do. Dude Thero looks like he's made a lot of improvements as well. Like, he done got bigger, stronger, more confident. So I could just see a dude being one of those like utility players that just does a little bit of everything. He might knock down a timely three. He might drive to the basket and dunk on somebody. He's going to be a solid defender, a decent rebounder. Like, I feel like he's going to be just an overall solid player. And like I said, Rob he was just going crazy. Like, if Rob really gets in his bag, it's probably going to be hard for somebody to keep him from getting a good shot up. But he has the ability to make even some tough shots. See, like right there, that little drive to the basket, like he just knows what to do, even with a bigger man trailing him. He had Mitchell, on his back, and he just knew exactly the angle to take to get the ball up with his left hand. Then, like I said, he's knocking down threes. And there's a dude, man, just hustling, just being strong around the basket. Big Z. Was that Big Z? Nah, that wasn't Big Z. Was it? Nah, that wasn't him. He's nowhere near 7 foot. I'm tripping. I don't think Big Z played, did he? Mitchell's going to be another guy that I think is going to be a nice utility player. He's just going to be able to control the mid-range game. He's going to be able to step out when some of the guys drive to the basket and get him a target for when they get cut off, and he just knock down some easy jumpers, whether it be a little free throw line jumper or a three-point attempt. And Justin Edwards, man, I can't say enough about him. Justin Edwards might have the most pro potential on anybody on the team because he's got really good size, decently athletic. His upside could be great. If he really like digs in and works on his jumper, like he could be like a force. And that's probably why they put him on first team preseason All SEC, because they just feel like he's gonna be the one they really gonna get busy and show out on this team. So we'll have to see what he does, but I definitely can see him going crazy as well. The dude with the nice block, like I said, the dude's just gonna be doing a little bit of everything, man, just making stuff happen. I hope that this team really is like a really good defensive team. I know, the two main guys that we feel like are going to be the best shot blockers are out right now. Don't know what Big Z is going to look like protecting the paint, but I definitely feel like they got guys that's capable of playing good defense on the ball, and then they got rim protectors. So I feel like they should just be able to, get a lot of stops and, transition rebounds into points at the other end. Yeah, like I said, Justin Edwards he's like a freak athlete. He just kind of got an all-around game where, like, if he polishes up, man, he could just be so nice. If he improves a whole lot, he could be just super dangerous for this team. They got so many options, man. Like, it's just, I hope, because I know how Calipari is. Calipari's going to play the guys that's playing well. But I hope everybody gets a fair chance. I hope everybody gets to feel like they're a part of it and they keep their head in the game. Because the last couple of years, we've had guys get frustrated and leave the team because they didn't feel like they was getting enough playing time or they wasn't getting along with certain people. And I feel like from all that I'm hearing so far is that this team gets along really well. So I hope that, like, when they have bad games, they pick each other up and they keep each other confident and keep each other working hard and they stay together and they play as a team. Because I feel like there's no reason for, like, one guy on this team to just be, like, dominating the ball all the time or taking the most shots. I feel like if they just move the ball, everybody will get involved. Everybody will get opportunities. And you should have, like I said, I think Reeves is going to be ultimately the leading scorer. But I feel like there's going to be nights where there's going to be guys that's it's going to be their night and they're going to get it done. They're going to add big numbers to help out Reeves. I think Reeves probably going to do a consistent 20 a night. But you're going to have nights where Mitchell's going to be going crazy. Edwards might be going crazy. Dillingham, DJ, a dude like Bradshaw. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of guys that's capable of giving you another 20. So I definitely like what I'm seeing. I'm getting excited. Season's almost here. It's kind of hard because Kentucky football seems to be struggling right now. So with Kentucky football struggling so much, man, I feel like it's got everybody waiting for basketball season, myself included. But I still hope the football team ends well. I hope they get some more games under their belt, get bowl eligible, and win their bowl game. You know, that's what I want. That's how I want them to finish the season. Well, we definitely got some issues. We got issues with the quarterback. We got issues with the receiver dropping some easy passes. But hopefully this bye week could help them. They tighten everything up. But like I said, man, basketball season is almost here. I'm excited. I feel like this could be a special year. You know, I don't want to jump out the window and say we hanging number 9 because, you know, I felt like last year's squad was going to be at least a Final Four contending team. Excuse me. At least a Final Four contending team, and you know how things went. So hopefully, this year is going to be different. This year, I want to see these guys do something special. I want to see them bring Kentucky basketball back to the forefront. We seem like we got a lot of momentum right now. A lot of guys is still interested in the program. Kids are still wanting to come here. And hopefully these guys are going to set this off and we're going to get back at it. Right now, you know, the preseason, I think they ranked number 16, which I think is a good position for them. They still going to have a little bit of hype, but I think it's going to give them something to prove. Like they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. I think that's going to be helpful because they're going to feel that the world is doubting them and make them hungry. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, guys, wrap it up right there. You know, you guys let me know what you think about this team. What did you see in the blue and white game that you liked or maybe you didn't like? Just let me know and we'll get back at it next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.